In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you visitor tracking and why this is really good. And they actually have a free plan for this, so that's pretty interesting as well. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to have a dashboard here, and it's going to have a lightweight dashboard. And this is good if you have multiple sites because you can add multiple sites to it. There's obviously some testimonials here. And you can break down the visitor stream, which is very helpful. And you can even do conversion tracking where you can track by a specific page, by a full funnel, so people going through multiple things. And so it makes a lot of sense. And it's pretty private, very lightweight. As you can see here on the pricing, they have the starter plan and then super lightweight, incredibly intuitive, and it's very accurate as well. I really like that. Let me show you how it works here. I'm going to show you here on this site here. So you can toggle your different sites here, and you can show from the last seven days. You can toggle just your visitors from some of these different segments: organic, social media, and paid ads. So if I want to just look for organic, I can see that I've had 43 visitors from organic. So let's switch that back to the other one. So this will give you some idea of the top pages. Now, because of Google, they have the monopoly on a lot of what comes through Google search. So you're not going to get direct search terms, but I'm going to show you how you can see where people are coming from. So I can see my top pages here, and I can see that they're seeing this IKEA page, this page on Bouncer, this page on setting goals, and so on and so forth. And so this is broken down from the top. If you want to see more, you can break that down, and you'll be able to see more of those pages here. You can also see the top sources. So direct Google traffic from Facebook, from Pinterest, from DuckDuckGo, and the countries. Right now, you can see the United States is the top country, and you can see the top UTM source. And I've started using UTM because I really like how UTM can give you some insights over your funnel. So for example, you can see that these are driving from missing letter, which is a really interesting service that actually allows you to get inside of other people's social media feeds, which is pretty exciting. And so you can see these UTM campaigns. And those are from social media. You can also see the browser distribution and the different sessions, what people are using. So it gives you some good data. But I really like using UTM parameters. So let me show you why. All right, so I have a funnel here, and this is one of my System EO accounts. And you can see here that it's got some live updates of people that have come in. And when you look at it, it's going to have the UTM source here. So I can see FB clicks. So I know that person came from Facebook. So that came from one of my free sources of information. And this came from Reddit. So when I'm actually sharing a URL now, I'm not just sharing the exact URL. I'm actually using the UTM source. And how I do that is I'll just put it in a UTM builder. And this works with Google Analytics, plays well with Google Analytics. So basically I'll just put the domain name, and then I'll put the campaign source. So maybe this is from Reddit, and then maybe I put in the medium, I put what Reddit I put in. And you don't need to fill out all of these, and obviously it gets more complex. It depends how much you want to track, but I find that definitely tracking the source is really good. So you can see where people are coming from. And I really like System E because when you are building your funnels through there, it does track the UTM cards, and you can look at where people are exactly coming from. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, you can also see the live visitor stream in this, and it gives everyone this randomized kind of name like Quiet Water, Little Silence, and you can see what landing page that they've come from. And so this person came from Mastodon just 1 hour ago. And I don't even use Mastodon, but I use an aggregator to push stuff over to that. And this person came from Pinterest. And so I know that I'm getting some Pinterest traffic to this particular page. And so you can break this down. But let's say I wanted to do something like, I know some people are coming in through public mobile, and I was looking at this today. So I can see that these people are coming from Google, and mostly they're just going through one page because this is a very detailed, exhaustive blog post about public mobile. But I can see that they're all coming in from Google. which is just good to understand. And if I look at, let's say, people coming to my IKEA page, it's coming from Google, it's coming from Pinterest. This is Pinterest. This is a little bit more variety, and you can follow these streams as they see different pages. Now, these are one-off blog posts, so they're not part of a funnel. But if I was to build more of a conversion funnel, then I could see that in more detail. I can also see the source, the landing page, the location, and I can break down all visitors or just from organic search. So I could just see from social media who's coming in from social media, and it breaks down all the Pinterest records. So I can see that exactly. Another way to spin this is just look at what your traffic is coming from social media, just generally speaking, and then I can see what pages that they're coming from. So this is using AI. Here's another one from Facebook using AI. So these are all people coming from social media. So it gives you a really good idea, and you can break down and look at how exactly these people are finding your site and what steps that they're taking. Let's look at this here. Let's find someone that's going on multiple pages here. And so this person came from YouTube, right? So they came from YouTube, and it gives a nice idea of, I don't know how they got to the second page, the complete guide to HTML. But it says they didn't scroll on this page much, which doesn't make a lot of sense because they came directly into that page from YouTube and 7 minutes on that page. And then I don't know why that would say that, but you could break it down. And if you have something more like a funnel or where people will visit multiple related pages, you can see that. And I have some other examples here, but I don't really want to share those publicly. Also, conversions, you can add a conversion tracker, and this is really good that you can set up. I need to set up some more of these myself, but you can set up a conversion for a page visited, a funnel, or an event. And so that's pretty interesting as well. So it can get, pretty in-depth with what you can look at. But overall, this gives you the kind of easy, straightforward analytics that you might not be able to get as well from social media. And anything that you can put code on, you can track here. So it doesn't necessarily need to be your own site. And so because of that, I should put on, let's say, like my Gumroad account. And if I can paste tracking code on any of those pages, then I would be able to track that as a website. So there may be other services that you have that you may be able to track that as well. Hopefully this makes some sense. I mentioned a couple things here. I mentioned Missing Letter. I mentioned Systeme, which is a great funnel builder, and this UTM builder. And I'll put those links in the description of this video. Anyhow, if you found this video helpful, let me know. I'm going to put a link to visitor tracking. Right now there is a deal on for it, and I'll put that link in the description as well. So go check it out at AppSumo.